Ever wondered why solutions pop into your head at 3 a.m.? Your subconscious has been waiting for the perfect moment to talk. Have you ever noticed how, in the stillness of the night, thoughts that seemed out of reach suddenly feel crystal clear? It's not a coincidence. Your subconscious mind is always active, but it thrives in moments when the noise of the day has settled. When you're awake, your conscious mind dominates, planning, analyzing, worrying. It's like a loud roommate that never stops talking. But when you're asleep, that voice finally quiets down. At night, your brain enters a state where it can sort through the backlog of thoughts, feelings, and ideas it couldn't process during the day. This is why your subconscious often chooses the early hours to send you its messages. It's been working behind the scenes, connecting dots, solving problems, and waiting for the right moment to deliver the answers you've been searching for. Science backs this up. During sleep, your brain cycles through different stages, including REM, rapid eye movement, sleep. This stage is where dreaming happens, and it's also when your subconscious is most active. Think of it as your mind's creative workshop, where raw materials from your experiences, emotions, and knowledge come together to form new ideas and insights. But why does it happen at 3 a.m.? This specific time is symbolic of a mental and emotional tipping point. By then, your body has entered its deepest rest, and your mind is at its most receptive. Your subconscious finally has the stage, free of distractions, and it knows you're finally ready to listen. Breaking down the wall between conscious and subconscious thought isn't magic. It's biology. Your brain has two modes, focused and diffuse. The focused mode helps you tackle immediate tasks, while the diffuse mode allows for creative thinking and problem solving. Sleep puts your brain into that diffuse mode, making it the perfect time for your subconscious to take center stage. Understanding this is the first step to unlocking the potential of your subconscious. Once you know why your mind works this way, you can begin to prepare yourself to hear it more clearly. And trust me, the insights waiting for you on the other side are worth it. Most people try to force their inner voice and fail. Here's the frequency that actually works. Have you ever tried to listen to a faint radio signal? It's frustrating. No matter how much you strain your ears, all you hear is static. That's exactly what happens when you try to force your subconscious mind to speak up. It doesn't respond to pressure or commands. Instead, it thrives when you tune into the right frequency. And setting up that frequency starts before you fall asleep. The key is creating an environment where your subconscious feels safe to step forward. This isn't about burning candles or playing soothing music, though that can help. It's about preparing your mind to receive. Think of it like clearing clutter from a room so you can move freely. Step 1. The pre-sleep environment. Start by turning off unnecessary distractions an hour before bed. Screens, loud noises, and even overly bright lights can keep your conscious mind alert, blocking access to the deeper parts of your brain. Lower the lights, quiet the room, and let your body start to wind down. Now focus on releasing the day's tension. This could be as simple as taking a few deep breaths or reflecting on what went well during your day. You don't need a complicated routine. The goal is to signal to your mind that it's safe to relax. Step 2. The 10-minute ritual. Before you sleep, take just 10 minutes to connect with your subconscious. This ritual acts as a bridge between your waking mind and the deeper layers of thought. Start by closing your eyes and asking yourself a single open-ended question. It could be something like, what's the best way to approach this challenge? Or, what am I missing in this situation? Keep it simple and specific. Don't try to solve the problem right then. That's your conscious mind's job. Instead, let the question sit. Imagine placing it in a box and setting it aside for your subconscious to work on overnight. Step 3. Silencing the inner critic. The biggest barrier to hearing your subconscious is the voice of your inner critic. You know that voice, the one that doubts, questions, and interrupts every thought. To quiet it, remind yourself that there are no wrong answers when it comes to your subconscious. This isn't about logic or perfection. It's about openness and curiosity. A helpful trick is to visualize the critic as a separate entity. Picture it sitting on a shelf or leaving the room. Tell it, "You've done your job for today. Now it's time to rest." It may sound silly, but giving your inner critic a physical form helps you put distance between it and your thoughts. Once you've set the stage, your mental radio is tuned and ready. Now, it's up to your subconscious to take over. The more consistent you are with this process, the more powerful your results will be. The same questions you've been asking yourself are blocking your breakthroughs. Here's what to ask instead. If your subconscious mind were a vault, the key wouldn't be brute force or fancy tools. It would be the right question. Most people spend their lives asking questions that don't lead anywhere. Why can't I figure this out? Or, what's wrong with me? These questions shut doors instead of opening them. The key is learning to ask questions that unlock insight, not trap you in frustration. Your subconscious thrives on curiosity and exploration. The questions you ask yourself are like search terms for your mind. The wrong ones return irrelevant or negative results. The right ones, they reveal hidden pathways and answers you didn't know you had. Why how works better than why. Let's start with the biggest mistake. Asking why. Questions like, why am I stuck? Or, why does this always happen to me? Focus on the problem, not the solution. Your subconscious hears these questions and digs up reasons to justify the issue. This leads to a loop of overthinking and self-doubt. Instead, replace why with how. For example, instead of, why can't I achieve this goal? Ask, how can I take the next step toward this goal? Instead of, why do I feel so overwhelmed? Ask, how can I create more peace in my life? How questions shift your focus toward action and possibility. They invite your subconscious to work on solutions instead of getting stuck in analysis. The power of specific phrases. Not all questions are created equal. Your subconscious responds best to questions that are clear and specific. Vague questions like, what should I do with my life? Are too broad for your mind to process effectively. Instead, try breaking it down. What's one thing I can focus on right now to feel more fulfilled? What's a small step I can take to align my work with my passions? Specific questions act like a spotlight, guiding your subconscious toward meaningful answers. Your subconscious speaks in patterns and symbols. If you've ever had a recurring dream or noticed similar themes in your thoughts, that's your subconscious trying to get your attention. When you frame your questions around these patterns, you're more likely to receive valuable insights. For instance, what does this recurring dream symbolize in my life? What pattern am I repeating that I need to change? By asking these types of questions, you're inviting your subconscious to translate its language into something your conscious mind can understand. Right before bed, ask yourself a single, powerful question. Write it down if you can. The act of writing signals to your subconscious that this is important. Then let it go. Don't try to force an answer. Instead, trust that your mind will work on it while you sleep. When you wake up, the answer might come as a sudden thought, a feeling, or even something you notice during the day. Pay attention, your subconscious often communicates in subtle ways. With the right questions, you'll begin to unlock the hidden wisdom of your mind. The answers you've been searching for are already within you. You just need to ask in the right way. Forget everything you know about dream journals. This 30-second morning hack reveals messages you've been missing. Dreams are the language of your subconscious. They may feel random or nonsensical, but beneath the surface, they're rich with meaning. The challenge? Most of us wake up and immediately forget them, losing the chance to decode their messages. But with the right approach, you can turn your dreams into a powerful tool for insight and guidance. Here's a simple trick. The moment you wake up, stay still. Don't move, don't reach for your phone, and don't get out of bed. Your subconscious holds onto dream memories for just a few moments after waking, and any physical activity can disrupt this fragile connection. Close your eyes and replay the dream in your mind. Focus on any images, emotions, or fragments you remember. Even if it feels like nothing significant, hold on to whatever you can. Once you've captured the essence of the dream, write it down immediately. Don't worry about full sentences or grammar. Just get it on paper. Dreams often feel like a jumble of unrelated events, but your subconscious doesn't waste time. Everything in your dreams serves a purpose, even if it's not immediately obvious. Pay attention to recurring themes, symbols, or emotions. These are the clues your subconscious is leaving for you. For example, if you keep dreaming about being lost, it might reflect feelings of uncertainty in your waking life. If certain symbols or people appear often, consider what they represent to you. Your subconscious communicates through metaphors, so think about the deeper meaning behind what you see. Once you've identified key elements in your dream, start connecting them to your current thoughts and challenges. Ask yourself, what does this symbol remind me of in my life? How do I feel about this part of the dream? What might this dream be trying to tell me about a decision or situation I'm facing? Sometimes the meaning won't be clear right away, and that's okay. The act of reflecting on your dreams builds a stronger connection with your subconscious over time. Here's the twist. Dream journaling isn't just about recording what happened while you slept. It's about creating a two-way dialogue with your subconscious. Before you go to bed, write down a question or topic you'd like guidance on. For example, what should I focus on to feel more fulfilled? What's holding me back from reaching my goals? When you wake up, review your dreams through the lens of that question. Often, you'll find subtle connections that you wouldn't have noticed otherwise. This nightly practice transforms your dream journal into more than a diary. It becomes a tool for understanding the messages your subconscious has been trying to share all along. Your subconscious is speaking right now. Through body signals you're programmed to ignore, your subconscious doesn't just speak in dreams. It's talking to you all the time. The problem is, most of us don't know how to listen. It whispers through sensations, instincts, and subtle signals, but we've been trained to dismiss these as unimportant. Once you learn to tune in, though, you'll realize your subconscious has been guiding you all along. Meditation doesn't have to be complicated. A few minutes of focused stillness can help you hear your subconscious more clearly. Here's a simple technique. 1. Find a quiet spot where you won't be interrupted. 2. Sit comfortably and close your eyes. 3. Take 3 deep breaths, focusing on the sensation of the air entering and leaving your body. 4. Ask yourself a question you've been pondering, then let it go. The key is not to force an answer. Instead, focus on the silence and observe what thoughts or feelings arise naturally. Often, your subconscious will respond with a word, an image, or even a physical sensation. Your body is an extension of your subconscious mind. Pay attention to the signals it sends. A flutter in your stomach when you think about a certain decision. A sense of heaviness when you're around certain people or places. A sudden burst of energy when you're on the right track. These sensations aren't random, they're messages. For example, that sinking feeling you get when considering an option might be your subconscious warning you against it. On the other hand, a feeling of ease or excitement could be its way of saying yes. To practice this, take a moment during the day to check in with your body. Ask yourself, what am I feeling right now, and what might it be telling me? Over time, you'll become better at interpreting these subtle cues. Your intuition is your subconscious in action. It's that quiet voice or sudden knowing that seems to come out of nowhere. The problem is, it's easy to confuse intuition with fear, logic, or wishful thinking. So how do you tell the difference? Intuition often feels calm and grounded, even when it's pointing you towards something unexpected. It's not frantic or desperate. It's steady, like a gentle nudge. If you're unsure, ask yourself, does this feel like truth, or does it feel like fear? Am I overthinking, or is this insight coming from a deeper place? The more you practice listening in the silence, the clearer these whispers will become. Your subconscious is always speaking. It's just waiting for you to notice. The first message from your subconscious might shock you. Here's what different signals really mean. The moment your subconscious mind starts talking back can feel like magic. You ask a question and suddenly, an answer appears, a thought, a feeling, or a realization you didn't expect. But interpreting these messages isn't always straightforward. Sometimes they're profound, and other times they feel cryptic. The key is knowing how to separate the meaningful insights from the noise. Your subconscious often speaks through patterns, emotions, and sudden bursts of clarity. Here are a few examples of what its messages might look like. An aha moment. This is your subconscious connecting so you didn't realize were related. It might give you a solution to a problem or a fresh perspective on something that's been bothering you. A recurring thought. If the same idea or image keeps popping up, it's your subconscious waving a flag. Pay attention. It's trying to tell you something important. Strong emotions. If you feel an unexpected wave of joy, sadness, or unease, that's a sign to explore what triggered it. Emotions are one of the subconscious mind's clearest forms of communication. Not every thought that comes to you is a message from your subconscious. Some are just mental chatter, leftover fragments from your day or your conscious mind trying to insert itself. To tell the difference, ask yourself, does this feel significant? Or does it feel like random noise? Is this thought tied to fear, doubt, or overthinking? Or does it feel calm and intuitive? Genuine insights often feel clear and grounded. They might surprise you, but they don't create a sense of panic or urgency. Mental noise, on the other hand, tends to feel chaotic or repetitive. Once you've identified a genuine message from your subconscious, the next step is to act on it. Here's how. 1. Reflect on the insight. What does it mean in the context of your current situation? What is your subconscious trying to draw your attention to? 2. Take small steps. If the message suggests a direction or solution, start with a small, actionable step. This builds trust between you and your subconscious, encouraging it to communicate more often. 3. Stay curious. If a message feels unclear, don't dismiss it. Sit with it, journal about it, or revisit it later. Some insights take time to unfold. The first time your subconscious talks back, it might feel strange or even unsettling. But as you learn to interpret its signals, you'll find that it's your most reliable guide. Its messages are tailored to you, designed to help you navigate your unique challenges and opportunities. Think of this as dating your own mind. Here's how to make it fall in love with talking to you. By now, you've learned how to unlock the hidden language of your subconscious mind. But here's the secret. The real magic happens when you make this a consistent practice. Building a nightly connection with your subconscious isn't just about solving one problem or finding one insight. It's about creating an ongoing dialogue that transforms the way you think, feel, and live. Consistency is the bridge between occasional breakthroughs and lasting change. Every night, dedicate a few minutes to preparing your mind for deeper communication. Use the tools you've learned. Ask the right questions, create a calm pre-sleep environment, and practice the 10-minute ritual. The more often you do this, the stronger your connection with your subconscious becomes. Think of it like strengthening a muscle. At first, it might feel awkward or unproductive, but over time, the results will speak for themselves. You'll find it easier to tap into your inner wisdom and uncover insights that were once buried. What if you try, but your subconscious doesn't seem to respond? Don't worry, this is normal. Blocks can happen when you're overly stressed, distracted, or expecting instant results. Here's how to overcome them. Be patient. Your subconscious doesn't work on command. Sometimes it needs time to process and respond. Simplify your approach. If you feel stuck, focus on just one question or one small practice at a time. Release expectations. Let go of the need for a perfect answer or experience. Trust that your subconscious is always working, even if it's not obvious right away. As you continue this practice, you'll notice something remarkable. Your subconscious mind will start speaking to you during the day, not just at night. You'll pick up on subtle signals, intuitive nudges, and patterns you didn't see before. Over time, this connection will feel natural, like having a wise, trusted guide always by your side. The best time to start this journey is right now. Tonight, before you go to bed, take just 10 minutes to prepare your mind. Ask one powerful question, write it down, and let your subconscious do the rest. When you wake up, pay attention to your thoughts, feelings, and dreams. Your subconscious mind has been waiting to talk to you, and now you have the tools to listen. Imagine what's possible when you tune into its wisdom every day. The answers you've been searching for are already within you. All you need to do is start the conversation.